Before we begin tonight's meeting, we'll be led by a prayer and a pledge. First, the prayer will be read by Destrehan High School senior Sarah Glore will lead us with the prayer before the pledge. Sarah's a senior at Destrehan High School and has been a Destiny darling for all 4 years of her high school career. She is a leader for the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and is actively involved with Beta and the National English Honor Society. Additionally, she is a member of the DHS Student Council and is also a Wildcat mentor, helping to inspire and serve underclassmen. She'll be attending Southern Miss to study business. And following the prayer will be District 5 School Board member, we'll have Ms. Becky Weber. Would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance this evening? Yes. Please stand if you're able.
Please stand and bow your heads for the prayer. Dear Lord, please allow us to take a moment to center ourselves and speak guidance as we come together in service to our community, including all who are involved to provide the best possible education for our students and families in St. Charles Parish. We are grateful for our incredible leadership and all of the amazing resources you've provided us. As we begin tonight's meeting, help us approach the agenda with open minds and compassionate hearts. Grant us wisdom to make decisions that benefit all students, staff, and families. Help us to listen carefully, speak kindly, and act with integrity. May our efforts foster a safe, supportive, and inspiring environment for learning and growth. In Jesus' name, amen.
Let the record show that this evening, December 10th, 2025, the St. Charles Parish School Board meeting. We have present with us Mr. Al Suffren, Mr. Art Oakland, Ms. Becky Weber, myself, Mr. Ray Gregson, Mr. Ellis Alexander, Ms. Karen Boudreau, our Superintendent, Dr. Ken Ortling, and School Board Secretary Ms. Shelley Babineau. First item on the agenda is 2.01, resolution for St. Charles Parish School Board to revise attendance zones. St. Charles Parish School Board resolution to revise attendance zones. A resolution of the St. Charles Parish School Board ratifying the reassignment of the Magnolia Ridge area, adopting revised attendance zone narrative language defined by physical features, authorizing implementation actions, directing notification, setting the effective date, and providing for related matters. Whereas the St. Charles Parish School Board has the authority to establish and revise school attendance zones and to approve associated narrative descriptions, and whereas the board previously approved the reassignment of the Magnolia Ridge area to the Mimosa Park Elementary and Lakewood Elementary attendance zone, Zone 6, and whereas district staff has prepared revised attendance zone narrative descriptions that replace vague or ambiguous language with clear boundary descriptions defined by physical features. For example, streets, right-of-way, parcel lines, and watercourses. And whereas district staff has also prepared an updated map titled School Enrollment Zones, dated December 10th, 2025, which visually depicts the revised attendance zone boundaries and attached hereto and incorporated herein by reference. And whereas the board has reviewed the attendance zone map dated December 10th, 2025, and the proposed revised physical feature narrative language attached hereto as Exhibit A, and finds that the revised map and narrative language will improve clarity for parents, staff, and the public without materially altering the intent of the adopted boundaries. Now therefore be it resolved by the St. Charles Parish School Board that, one, ratification of the Magnolia Ridge reassignment. The board hereby ratifies and confirms its prior action approving the reassignment of the Magnolia Ridge area to Enrollment Zone 6, the Mimosa Park Elementary and Lakewood Elementary attendance zone as reflected in Exhibit A. Adopted of revised physical features narrative. The board hereby adopts and approves the revised attendance zone narrative description attached as Exhibit A, which define the attendance zone boundaries by reference to physical features. The revised narrative shall replace prior narrative descriptions in all official district records. Implementation authority. The board authorizes a superintendent or the superintendent's designee to take all ministerial and administrative actions necessary to implement the resolution, including but not limited to updating official attendance zone maps and geographic information system files to reflect the ratified reassignment and the adopted narrative descriptions, updating the attendance zone digital search tool so that the revised narrative and map layers are published and the Magnolia Ridge area is properly represented. C, publishing the revised narrative description and making the digital search tool available to the public once all updates are complete. And D, making any clerical or ministerial corrections necessary to effectuate the intent of this resolution. The board also directs district staff to provide timely notice of the ratified reassignment and the adopted narrative descriptions to affected families, school staff, and other stakeholders, and to coordinate with information technology personnel, geographic information systems personnel, and communication staff to ensure consistent public materials. The effective date, the narrative revisions, and the related updates adopted by the resolution shall take effect upon publication of the updated attendance zone narratives and maps in the attendance zone digital search tool, unless the board directs otherwise. The board authorizes the superintendent or the superintendent's designee to take additional action necessary to implement and publicize the adopted narrative revisions and to ensure the accuracy of district attendance zone resources. Be it further resolved that all action taken prior to the adoption of this resolution by district staff in furtherance of the terms hereof and hereby ratified and approved.
Motion to approve.
I'll second.
First by Mr. Alexander, second by Mr. Oakland. Any discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. All right, that item passes unanimously with the board members that are present, the longest resolution in the history of resolutions. Thank you. All right, next item on the agenda, 3.01, recognition of Christmas card winner. The annual Christmas card contest is held for students to compete for the honor of having their design selected as the board's official Christmas card. The 2025 winner is Comey Liu, a fourth grader at Ethel Scheffner Elementary School. The board president and superintendent will present the framed official school board card to Ms. Comey. Yep.
Hi, will Comey please come forward at this time?
The next item on the agenda is Board and Superintendent's recognition.
Students. Destrehan High School students were named to the Louisiana High School Athletic Association's All-Academic Composite Team. Aiden Buhler. Vivian Bruyette. Destrehan High School students were named to Louisiana High School Athletic Association All-Academic Divisional Team. Lily Buchanan. Jackson Fletcher. Harmony Howard. Cammie Johnson. Mickey Kidder. All right. High school students were named to the All-District Football First Team. Offensive MVP, Malachi Dabney. Jackson Fields. Defensive MVP, Cameron Florent. Jabari Mack. Ryan Montague. Damian Richard. Gage Schreiber. Aiden Schwab. Hahnville High School. Miles Borey. Carter Burns. Fabian Celestine. Braden Fontenot. Jaron Miles. Bennett Nakan. And Aljero Walker. High school students were named to the All-District Volleyball First Team. Destrehan High School's Vivian Bruyette. Harmony Howard. Hahnville High School. Cambry Garcia. Offensive MVP, Macy Hollingsworth. Abigail Hotard. Hahnville High School students were named to the All-District Cross Country First Team. Kensley Bergeron. Kennedy Bowling. Jeremiah Brickhouse. And Reagan Trigg. Destrehan High School employee is the District Football Coach of the Year, Coach Marcus Scott. Hahnville High School employee is the District Volleyball Coach of the Year, Coach Mendy LaBeouf. Teams. The Destrehan High School Fighting Wildcats football team is the district champion. Will Coach Marcus Scott and the football team please come forward for a photo? And the Hahnville High School's volleyball team is the district champion. Coach Mendy LaBeouf and the team, please come forward.
If you'd like, we're going to take a recess until 5:30 unless you would like to stay for the business portion. You're welcome to. All right. We're back from recess, and before we continue the business items, I just want to take a moment to recognize somebody who's a champion of public education and a champion for the river parishes, and somebody I get the opportunity to work with, not just here as a school board. All of us get to work with here as a school board, but somebody I have the pleasure of working with even in my day job, and that's Louisiana House State Representative Ms. Sylvia Taylor. Please. We appreciate what you do every day, and there's no doubt that you fight for the people and you stand up for the people, and we appreciate that, and thank you for what you do. All right, next is consent agenda items. The board will vote on items discussed for consent at the December 9th, 2025 committee meetings. 4.02 personnel items, 4.03 bid authorization request for diesel fuel, 4.04 bid authorization request unleaded fuel, 4.05 resolution ordering and calling a special election.
Mr. President, I move to approve the consent agenda items as listed.
I'll second.
First by Mr. Cody, second by Mr. Oakman. Any discussion? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. On the business items, 5.01, board meeting minutes.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the minutes of the November 17th, 2025 committee meeting minutes and the November 19th, 2025 board meeting minutes.
First by Mr. Suffern, second by Mr. Oakman. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Next item, 5.02, bid acceptance, St. Charles Parish School Board Elementary Schools Auxiliary Gyms Project. Bids were received from 5 contractors on Thursday, December 4th, 2025. The lowest base bid, including alternates number 1 and number 2, is $8,276,170 from Taylor Enterprises of Louisiana, LLC. According to the architect, the bid meets all requirements. Accepting the lowest base bid will allow the contractor to begin the project. This agenda item was reviewed at the Capital Improvements Committee meeting on Tuesday, December 9th, and is aligned with Goal E of the Board's Strategic Action Plan.
Mr. President, I move to accept the lowest base bid, including alternates number 1 and number 2 from Taylor Enterprises of Louisiana, LLC, for the St. Charles School Board Elementary Schools Auxiliary Gyms Project at an investment of $8,276,170.
Second.
First by Mr. Cody, second by Mr. Suffern. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Item 5.03, revision to Board Policy 4.6.13, retirements for second reading and adoption. Upon review of Board Policy 4.6.13, retirements, revisions are required to provide clarity for the provisions on retirees' health insurance. This agenda item was reviewed and accepted for a first reading at the meeting of the Board on Wednesday, November 19th, 2025, and is aligned with goals C and D of the Board's Strategic Action Plan.
Mr. President, I move that we approve the recommended revisions to Board Policy 4.6.13, retirements, for a second reading and adoption.
A second.
First by Mr. Suffern, second by Ms. Weber. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Item 5.04, purchase of school buses. In a continuing effort to upgrade the district-owned bus fleet, the Transportation Department is requesting authorization to purchase buses under state contract. 5 regular 65-passenger buses and 2 special needs lift buses are being requested. This agenda item was reviewed at the Transportation Committee meeting of the board on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and is aligned with Goal B of the board's strategic action plan.
Mr. President, I move approval of purchase, to purchase the school buses.
Second.
First by Mr. Alexander, second by Mr. Suffren. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Item 5.05, hourly pay rate for permanent substitute bus operators. The district employs permanent substitute bus operators to help maintain smooth operations of the Transportation Department. In order to recruit and retain suitable employees for this position, an hourly rate of $35 per hour is recommended for these employees. This agenda item was reviewed at the Finance and Audit Committee meeting of the board on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and is aligned with goals B, C, and D of the board's strategic action plan.
Mr. President, I move to approve the proposed hourly rate pay for permanent substitute bus operators.
Second.
First by Ms. Boudreaux, second by Mr. Suffren. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Item 5.06, credit for experience for bus operators. In an effort to for the recruitment and retention of bus operators, it is recommended that current and future bus operators be given credit for confirmed relevant work experience as presented in the attached document. This change would take effect on January 1st, 2026. The agenda item was reviewed at the Finance and Audit Committee meeting of the board on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and is aligned with goals B, C, and D of the board's strategic action plan.
Mr. President, I move to approve the change in credit for experience for bus operators as presented.
Second.
First by Ms. Boudreaux, second by Mr. Suffren. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. That item passes unanimously. Item 5.07, accounts payable for the month of November 2025. Invoices and other financial obligations of the school district are customarily paid weekly. Request for approval of these transactions is normally made to the board monthly. The board must approve expenditures of public funds under its jurisdiction. This agenda item was reviewed at the Finance and Audit Committee meeting of the board on Tuesday, December 9th, 2025, and is aligned with Goal D of the board's strategic action plan.
I move to approve the accounts payable for the month of November 2025.
Second.
First by Ms. Boudreaux, second by Mr. Suffren. Is there any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote. And that item passes unanimously. Mr. White, you can pay the bills. Next item, 5.08, election of president of the board. Board Policy 2.12, officers of the board calls for the election of a president and vice president to perform various tasks as defined in official policies of the board. Board Policy 2.12 calls for the election that takes place in December in order for one of its members to serve as president of the board and another will serve as vice president for the subsequent year. For this item, I'll go ahead and open nominations for board president to commence on January 1st, 2026 for the calendar year.
Mr. President, I'd like to nominate Scott Cody for board president.
Mr. President, I move we close nominations.
All right, we have a nomination of, for board president, Mr. Scott Cody and Mr. Oakland. Motion to close nominations. Mr. Scott Cody, you are elected president by acclamation as the only nominee. Do you want the gavel now?
January meeting.
Not yet, and as long as a prerequisite is to show up on time, I should do all right, so.
All right, Mr. Scott Cody will be president in 2026. Congratulations, bud. All right, next item on the agenda is 5.09. Board Policy 2.12, Officers of the Board calls for election of president and vice president to perform various tasks as defined in official policies of the board. This board policy calls for election to take place in December in order for one of its members to serve as president of the board and another serve as vice president for the subsequent year. I'll go ahead and open nominations for vice president of the St. Charles Parish School Board for 2026.
Mr. President, I move that I would like to open for qualifications Ms. Karen Boudreau for Vice President.
What are the qualifications?
Yeah, you here?
I'm here on
President, I move we
time.
close nominations.
All right, the only nominee is Ms. Karen Boudreau for vice president. Nominations.
Yeah, I second Art's motion, Mr. Oakland's motion.
Oh, okay. It's closed.
Okay, we'll go ahead and vote on the motion to close nominations. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Please cast your vote.
Back for president, do it then.
That motion passes, and we only have one nomination is for vice president, and that is Ms. Karen Boudreau. Ms. Karen Boudreau, you will be vice president 26. Congratulations. Now for closing items. 6.01, committee reports. Is any board member with a committee report? Please go ahead and provide it now. Hearing none, we'll move on to item 6.02, superintendent's report. Dr. Orling.
Thank you, Mr. President. Please tune in to Channel 8 over the Christmas break to view Christmas programs hosted by our schools throughout December. These holiday programs feature the outstanding talents of the students in St. Charles Parish. The Channel 8 programming schedule can be found on the district's website. On behalf of St. Charles Parish Public Schools, I extend a heartfelt holiday wishes to all of our families, employees, and community members. The holiday break for students will run from December 22nd through January 6th. Staff will return on January 5th, and students will resume classes on Tuesday, January 6th, 2026. This past semester has been truly inspiring as we continue to foster high-quality learning experiences and a culture where every student, employee, and family member knows that you belong here. I want to express my sincere gratitude to every member of our school community, teachers, administrators, counselors, nurses, custodians, food nutrition team members, bus operators, maintenance personnel, our school board, and every individual teammate whose work supports and strengthens our mission. Your dedication, teamwork, and heart make all the difference. We appreciate you, and may this holiday season bring you joy, rest, warmth, and time spent with those who matter most. Wishing you a safe, blessed Christmas season and a healthy, happy New Year. Mr. President, that concludes my report.
Move to adjourn.
First by Ms. Boudreaux, seconded by Ms. Weber. This meeting is adjourned. Merry Christmas.
That's the info.